Greetings one and all, and welcome forward to part 2 of my In Conversation With series with the one and only Lady Lex.
The one and only Lloyd Brown.
Checks in the post. So in episode 1 we was actually talking about Lex's childhood, her just basically just getting the emotive qualities of a Billie Holiday song in her cot.
Yeah.
In her cot. That's how early she got the vibes from, you know.
Don't you find still now music can make you cry?
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. I mean, I put up a post in Facebook the other day, basically saying, well, the one song top of the pile for me is Dorothy Moore's Misty Blue. You put that on, it's like,
I played that on Tuesday night actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
That still does it to me.
Yeah.
Years and years and years after first hearing it.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna get into your adolescent years,
yes,
your teenage years,
yep.
Because I can just imagine that you was just troublesome in your teenage years.
I mean,
yeah. Oh, you see that's a big sign. When they go me, I go in that high falsetto voice. Yeah, they try. You know,
I wasn't the regular.
Yeah, they tried to bust the lie detector radar with the me. No, it's not happening.
I never used to take my dad's cabricci and wear it out and match it up with my box pleat skirt. That wasn't me, Lloyd.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know who that was.
So when did the transition from you basically hearing music,
yeah, you
getting the emotive qualities of music, and you thinking, okay, this is something that I really want to investigate and get into?
I think that I never made that choice. I think that it was never a choice for me to make, Lloyd, if I'm honest, because I think music chooses you.
Yeah.
And it's just, you're never really fully complete without it.
Sure.
So it's like you know, you try other things, but nothing really holds your interest like music does.
Right.
And nothing makes you feel alive like music does.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, obviously when you're younger you try all different things.
Sure.
I mean, I used to go dancing school, and I used to do ice skating, I used to do loads of different things. But it was all about music.
Yeah.
It wasn't really about the skating or the dancing, it was about the interpretation of music.
Okay.
So that's what it was for me.
Right.
And then it would be, you know, obviously if you're going to do a school production, I'd want to be there singing, and in church I'd be singing.
Was jazz music, was that the staple for you at that point in time?
No, not really. We were lucky in this country that we got such a melting pot of everything. We were really lucky because it started off, obviously it started off as blues, jazz, country and western, and then very quickly, literally from I was a baby, you know, so I'd heard reggae music, but and I grew up around it. But really for me, it kind of then took over, because I used to go to church, right, Lloyd? And I saw a little bit of hypocrisy at the church I was going to.
Right.
And I kind of, you know, that was my teaching, that was my biblical teaching. Then, as I got older, sound systems took over from that for me, because then my roots and culture would come in, you know, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, and you know, the teachings that you'd get through reggae music, I found that was really influential in my life.
Okay. So in terms of the sound system culture, and you mentioned Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, which was recorded by the Abyssinians.
Indeed.
Right. So roots basically played a heavy part in your life in terms of you being searching your soul. Yes. Within the music.
Yeah.
Right?
Fulfilling my soul, I would say.
Fulfilling your soul. Yeah. So in order for you to do that, you'd have to go to where the music is, and to experience the music being played to its fullness. Yeah. In that environment.
Usually Shaka.
Okay, so when did you sneak out your parents' yard exactly? When did that happen? I ain't gonna say when did you go.
Well, both my parents have passed away now. God rest his soul, both of them. But I used.
Come on, spill, because we've all been there, Lex. We've all been there.
Well, I was a bit bougie, right, Lloyd? I didn't even want to walk to no parties. I used to take my dad's car.
You lie.
And I used to roll my dad's car to the end of the road.
Hold on, before we go any further, I just want to say that this is not admissible in a court of law, okay? I don't want this video to be used to prosecute Lady Lex. I had no part in it. I didn't know what was going on, Your Honour. I didn't know nothing, Your Honour. Okay, go ahead.
So I used to roll it and then start it off just on the corner and then go out and pick up my friends and then...
Father P, your wife...
She's a Juno.
In it?
And then when we used to come back, I used to always make sure I put the...
Hold on 1 second. I just need to look and see if my car's safe out there. Hold on 1 second. Okay, right, okay.
I used to always make sure I put petrol back in, right? And then I used to get down, because we used to live at the bottom of a hill. I used to turn off the lights and turn off the engine and just let it roll back down the hill and roll into place. Yeah.
So let me get this right. Normal people, right?
Yeah.
Normal people would sneak out the back window,
yeah,
right? Garmed up, you know, brush the hedges and the thorns, yeah, and you know, and all that stuff of you, and just you know, walk like he's a big somebody. Go to a venue. Not you.
No, because I used to know where all the creaks on the stairs were. Because if you walk up and down them long enough, you know exactly where to walk on the stairs.
Yeah.
Right? And you remember the time with the phone tapping?
Yeah, when you
used to put the locks on the
lock
phone.
On the phone, yeah, yeah.
Mum and Dad, really, if you're listening, that just never worked. They never could understand why their phone bill never went down. Because you'd be like,
please forgive us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What?
Yeah, yeah.
Tap out
we all
number.
done it. We all done it.
Yeah.
We all done it. But I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that you basically committed Grand Theft Auto.
I know, but
with your parents' car.
I was trying to get away from that with the phone tapping, but you weren't allowing me to, were you? I know.
My gosh.
I know, it was bad.
I'm here with a criminal. He managed. But she's recovered now.
I am. Yeah, I've got my own car now.
You got your own car now?
I do.
I bet you locked the hell out of that car.
Listen, that got me safely to where I was going. It got me safely back.
I hear that.
That little Austin Allegro it was, a little white Austin Allegro.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going back.
Okay, so basically you went to Shaka dances.
Yes.
And was there any other sound systems that was basically the flavour of the era for you?
Yeah, I like Fat Man and I like Coxsone.
Okay, big up.
Yeah.
Foundation Sounds.
Yeah.
What were the venues that you would go to hear those
Priory
sounds?
Community Centre, Acton
Acton.
Town Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Even sometimes they used to have a little dance down in Greenford Town Hall as well, but back in the day a little bit further out. In the sticks, as you might say.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we used to have to travel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But they used to have, Shaka used to do dances above the chemists and places like that. He used to do it in Southall, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And also I used to know about Misty and Roots from back in those days. Where I used to be dancing, they used to hire this hall in Southall Community Centre, right?
Oh, okay.
To do their rehearsals. So when we finished dancing, they'd be coming in to set up.
Right.
So I stayed back there and watched their rehearsals.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must be an experience.
Yeah.
Admittedly, my experience of Misty and Roots was a live album. I remember the live album was like, it was Misty and Roots in red writing.
Yeah.
And it was like a black and white picture. And I think that there was somewhere in Europe. And that was my knowledge of Misty and Roots, admittedly.
Yeah, and do you know what the joke? Funny, you know, you should say that, but the world is so small, right? That in my workplace, it took me on to work with this gentleman that I only really knew as Ian Mark, and he used to do his professional job, and I do my professional job, and we never ever met, but we knew of each other, and used to interact with each other, work-wise. And then I went over to Sardinia to do a reggae festival over there. Okay. And on the same stage was Misty and Roots.
Imagine that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So there's this band that I used to listen to, hold back to listen to.
Back in the day, yeah.
And there they were on this stage, and their manager turned out to be Ian Mark.
Wow.
How mad is that?
It is off its head.
How mad is that?
I can safely say that we've all had that kind of experience somewhere along the way due to our longevity in this thing. I think for me it was with Winston Francis. I remember my dad playing Winston Francis's Too Experienced. Yeah. Like regular as clockwork. And then it's like the next thing is like I'm performing with him in Black Heroes and Hall of Fame and so many other gigs. It's just off its head, you know? That just shows how music and where music can carry you, you know, and the bond that people can have irrespective of generations. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Okay. So you mentioned Winston Francis. I just think 10 times sweeter than you. That's one of my all-time favourite tracks from him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we could be talking about the collective works of our idols for forever and
Indeed
ever.
We could.
But we're here to talk about you, and we're here to talk about your journey. Okay. So I'm still just trying to get over you teeth in the car. Anyway, we'll move on. So, after all of that, and after all the inspiration that you've been getting within the roots music and the overall reggae music So, what was the next step for you? What was the next step in terms of your music? Because in your adolescent years, in your teenage years, you leaving school at this point.
Oh, before I left school, I mean, I was listening to the radio stations, because we used to have lots of different radio stations we could tune into. Horizon. We used to have Tony Williams and Rodigan on a Sunday. Well, it first started off on a Sunday. I think then it went to a Saturday. But when I used to listen to it was the reggae show on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah. And I used to listen to that. I used to listen to that then. So I used to be able to at least get my tape ready, the cassette ready.
As we all did.
With the Bic pen, which was an important piece of tool for and the splicing, one piece of sellotape cut neatly. You know, but when that spool used to come out, and you'd be like, no. Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
those were the lengths we had to go to.
Yeah, we all know how that went.
Those tapes. That's what I'm saying. Those tapes. We used to look after those tapes well.
Well, I used to run C90s and C120s.
Oh gosh, yeah, I know. Do you remember when they used to bring up when they brought out the metal ones?
Yes.
And you used to get them heavy pieces with them heavy piece of tape.
Yeah, yeah.
My goodness. After that came a DAT, didn't it?
Yep,
DAT. Used to get the DAT tapes.
DAT tapes, yeah. Then it was the ADATs, and then went on to digital.
Yeah, that's right.
But we're going ahead of ourselves.
We're going ahead of ourselves, yeah.
So
let's not do that.
So from
teenage years. Teenage years. So yes, so I heard this advert playing on one of the local radio stations. Okay. And I thought, oh, I'd give them a call, and it was an advert for artists to come along and be part of a talent competition. Okay. So I rang up this number, or what I thought was this number. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. Okay. And I rang up this number, but I didn't get them. And I got this accountant, and I was there asking about all this, you know, this talent show and da-da-da-da-da, so I'm a singer. And he said to me, oh, but you know, I've got a client of mine who's a manager. Let me put you in touch with him. And he's looking for a female vocalist. And the rest was history. I never did get down to Priory to do the audition. Oh, right. And I went and met this this gentleman that I then later did some recordings with. Right. So who was this gentleman? Oh, this was Kenny St George. Okay. Yeah. And what was his role, basically? Oh, Kenny St George. He was a manager, aka producer. And he gave me some tracks to listen to that I really liked at the time, and I said yes, okay, I will sing them. But these weren't songs that I'd written, even though I'd already started writing. Right. These were his songs, and he sort of said that he wants them re-recorded. So how old was you at that point? Oh, 17, 18. Wow. Yeah, something like that. Wow. Yeah. So you was in the Lovers Rock movement as a working artist from then, but you was a bona fide recording artist. It's safe to say. Yeah, I was signed to Galaxy Records. Yeah. Signed to Galaxy Records at 17. Yeah. Wow. Okay. You were signed to Galaxy Records at 17. Yeah, 17, 18, about that sort of time. Yeah. Okay. But when they recorded my vocals, they changed the music that was like a Lovers Rock kind of feel. Yeah. And made it very commercial. They just made it into pop, basically. Right. It wasn't a good move, people. Because I recorded before it was that. Right. And then they just changed it underneath it. Can you imagine my distress? This is not, you see, don't look at me and get it twisted. They must have thought, oh, we've got a little white girl come along. This is some bubblegum reggae, bubblegum this. Exactly. Yeah. we can produce it and do it like this. And I was horrified because they didn't know I was steeped in music.
Right.
I knew my onions.
Right.
I've been to all the all-dayers, I've been everywhere. I follow sound system. Don't come and talk to me about this bubblegum.
So let's get this straight, right?
Yeah.
So you were 17 years old,
yeah.
right? Basically being steeped in jazz,
yeah.
reggae, and blues and roots
yeah.
music, country and
yeah.
western, the whole shebang,
yeah.
right?
Motown, you name it.
All of that.
Doo-wop, let's not forget doo-wop as well.
Let's
everything.
We'll be here all week. But so basically you were signed to a independent major?
Yeah, they were, yeah.
You were signed to an independent record label at 17.
Yeah.
Lady Lex.
Me.
Okay? And that's where we're going to stop it.
Car thief.
Yeah. Criminal.
Criminal.
Aiding and abetting. I can't be having that.
I know.
I don't have no.
They come and prosecute.
I don't want no Nina at my door. But anyway, we're gonna basically cut this conversation out of bare necessity. All right.
I think so.
So we're gonna catch you on the next one. People, stay blessed. We're out of here. We're gone.
I'm never admitting that, you know.
Criminal. Come on to my yard. Abstain from foolishness.